Hey guys, it is Stephanie Void, writer and friend, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 things you can do when you have writer's block. Yes. For me, writer's block mostly just comes as a form of an idea standstill. That's pretty much like the closest thing I have to actual writer's block. It's just when I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. So that's my version of writer's block, and here are 3 things to do if you are finding yourself in that sort of situation. Okay, first one is edit what you've already written. If it's a story that you've already started, then just edit the beginning of it. I do like to edit usually after everything's done because it's kind of a left brain, right brain thing. But if you've just kind of been hanging around, not being able to think of anything for a while, better to work on editing than have like nothing done. Because I mean, you won't feel really good if you're like, oh, I've been just like not even thinking of, I haven't had any ideas for like 2 weeks or whatever. Or you could just be like, I've been working on editing the first bunch of chapters. So that's what I like to do. I like to work on editing the first part, the part that I'm already finished. If that applies, if it's like a totally new story, that you don't have that option. But if you have some already written, editing, very good. And it's always one of those things that is kind of a pain to have to do, so good to just get it out of the way early. Second thing you can do is start a new story. Sometimes I've done that before, sometimes where I'm like, I really don't know what's gonna happen, like, at all. I'll just work on a new story, and I'm doing that right now, actually, because I have a series where I'm just like, I need to figure out how this is gonna end, so I'll just write a new story. Actually ended up being a new series. And then the third thing is you could diagram it out. And let me show you what that means. This is one specific example of diagramming out plot lines and stuff. Look at that. It's like this giant piece of paper and I've scribbled all over it. So, yeah, you write down any idea that you have, circle things, draw lines connecting different things, like any idea, just like throw it. Big pieces of paper are better for this. Just like writing anything you can down, just like throw it on the page, even if it sounds like ridiculous and preposterous, just any possibility that comes into your head. It's just like a giant brainstorming session on paper. So that is another thing you can do, and that's been really helpful. If nothing else, it will definitely kind of give you a visual of like what's going on in your head, and you can kind of figure things out a little bit more, or you could end up with like some really, really good ideas. Yeah, I've had both happen, so yeah. Hopefully you won't be stuck with writer's block for too long. But anyway, hope these tips helped. Give me a like if they did. Subscribe, because this is what I do. Tips and inspiration and writing type things, or things just for creatives. A lot of what I talk about could be applied to artists and other types of creatives too. So anyway, hope these tips helped you, and hope you have like inspiration come back to you really soon. Alright, bye.